Wraith Talks.
Yes, guys, it's your boy Mix. We're back for Wraith Talks episode 10 of season 1, and we got a special guest today. I don't want to say too much, but let's just get him on. I'm ready to go. Jeez. Yes, brother.
Yo,
Say
what's happening, bro? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm all good, man. Say, man, how's things, Nico?
All good, bro. How about you? You
Yeah,
good?
man, I'm blessed, thank you. Obviously, it's a long time coming, man. Your professional debut's coming up. Obviously, for those that don't know, you've been boxing for a long time. Like, it's in your DNA, you can more or less say, right? For those that don't really know, what made you go into boxing and stuff, like, from the journey?
From the start, I went into kickboxing because basically I wanted to do boxing, but I weren't allowed in it. My mum wouldn't let me. My mum and dad wouldn't. Well, my dad would let me, but my mum wouldn't. In it, she said it was too rough, so she let me. She thought kickboxing was just like self-defense, you know. Started it when I was going into secondary school, so like 11, 12. She let me do that. So yeah, but just because I wanted to, really.
Fair play. And from there, like, did you just go in from after kickboxing after a while straight into boxing, or what was the phase like?
Basically, when I started kickboxing, I just stuck at that then because like I was enjoying it anyway. And then when I was like 20, so imagine I started kickboxing at 11, 12. Then just stuck at that, like on and off, you get me? But then when I was 20, my kickboxing coach started coaching boxing as well, and like the unlicensed was coming about, and he just got us on an unlicensed boxing show and went from there. Yeah.
So, like, obviously, through your journey of boxing and stuff, you started U-Neek Boxing up as well, right? But before we get to that, what made you get to that point where you thought, okay, I'm at this level now, I've done shows, I've won bouts, like, what made you get to that level, like, in between?
To start the coaching side. So, what started me off coaching was, when I was 16, 17, I got an apprenticeship for my personal training because that's all I wanted to do, sports, but something along
just
them lines.
Involved in that.
So I got a PT, I got an apprenticeship for my PT thing, and you had to do a placement in the gym. The gym that I found my placement for was like a normal gym / boxing gym. So my PTs was like boxing based as well as like normal PTing. So then like that's where the coaching started. When I finished that, I got another apprenticeship in teaching kickboxing. So the coaching side come from basically me trying to become a PT, and then I just carried on with it, man.
So how did you get to the point where you got your own place then, and you started to train your own group of fighters?
So I was working at Land Rover for 4 years, and I just had enough. Like, so after all the PTing and whatnot, I left it alone, and then I got a job at Land Rover at 20, and then I just had enough, and I was like, you know what, I can't be in this factory no more, man. So I just left, and I started going back to my PTing, but just boxing. So yeah, I just started up my own thing. But funnily enough, it was at the guy that I worked for when I was 17 doing the apprenticeship. It was at his gym. This was years later. This was when I was 24. Years later, But so I started at his gym, but under my own brand, self-employed. So then it just stemmed from there. Brought out my logo and whatnot. Yeah, that's how that started.
How did the name come around though, U-Neek? Like,
I've just made that up myself because Nico, all my friends call me Neek, so Nico Neeks. I thought U-Neek. Yeah, I'll spell it like Neeks, you know what I mean? And then like the logo, the U on the logo is like a magnet. Like it's like a magnet because again, when I was like going through that transition of Land Rover to like wanting to work for myself, I was reading all like The Secret or stuff like I was transitioning
books and stuff.
Just like spiritual and like like manifesting stuff. Do you know what I mean? So like I put the U as like you know the horseshoe magnets.
Yeah, of course.
Because then it like I can attract whatever I want. Yeah, so that's where the name and the logo come from.
And from there, you obviously started to slowly stem into like getting like a group of fighters together and doing your own exhibition shows as well?
Yeah, I did for a little bit, yeah. Probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 fighters. Something like that, man.
So how did you manage that? And obviously your own career at the same time as well.
This is the thing, I weren't really boxing too tough then. So I had stints where like my motivation would be coaching, or my motivation would be fighting, or this or that. Do you know what I mean? It's different kind of stints. And don't forget, I weren't working, like that was my work.
That was your sole dedication, was that right?
Yeah, so my day job then was coaching my PTs and whatnot. So it was just like that. Just I'd coach them, and when I was training, I'd train after or in between, and that was my life. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really have to squeeze. I squeeze more in now. I didn't have to squeeze as much in then. Yeah.
So like now that you've moved into the transition off your pro card, what does that feel like to you? Because obviously I know it's been a long time coming for you.
Yeah.
And you had a fight that was meant to come originally, but that got postponed or cancelled, did it?
Yeah. Well, there was something. Basically, the medical took long, and then I had to go down to Newcastle and do another assessment. And but yeah, it's like a relief now, because I'm 7 days out now, and I was meant to turn pro when I was like 24. I'm 29 now, by the way. I was meant to turn pro at 24. Well, I signed my contract at 24, and then my coach at the time, who I'm not with now anyway, he lost his coaching license. So I'm not boxing on the head altogether again and just coach. That's what I mean. I had stints in what I was doing. I was just coaching then, and then like I thought, if I need to do it, man. I'll just kick myself otherwise, sitting in the pub or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it just feels good that it's finally like, it's next week now. So yeah, it's good, man.
How's the preparation been for you? Like, because obviously, as everyone knows, training camps for pros is more rigorous than like your amateurs and stuff. So how have you found it?
It's fine, to be honest. I've enjoyed it. It's hard work, you know what I mean? When that rest day comes, it's like, yes.
A relief.
At the same time, I've enjoyed it. Like, I've trained twice a day, and now I work. I do a normal job now, so it's like I'm finishing work, training straight away, resting, and then training again later on the night. Some of the days, so I still PT as well. So some of the days I'll PT in between or whatnot, but all week this week I'm not doing any of them because obviously I've got my fight. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, man. I've enjoyed the transition and the sparring. I've loved it all, man.
What would you say is the most challenging thing for you, like in terms of when it's come to this journey? What's been the most challenging thing for you?
Just sticking at it, man. Like sticking at it, because with all the stuff that come back with the medical and whatnot, like it costs a lot of money to have to go and do another assessment, and a lot of people would just, you know what, just leave it alone. But nah, I just thought, you know, I'll just give everything I can. It's a bucket list kind of thing, you know what I mean? Once it's done, it's done. Well, it's finished then, isn't it? So yeah, other than that, the tickets, you gotta sell a lot of tickets as a pro, man. But I'm blessed, so I've done about 90, which is good. Which is it's a headache though. Same way, you gotta go around dropping them off, like messaging people. But it's part of the game.
But obviously, would you say like the more you develop into your fights and stuff, the easier that will become? Because obviously, I'm guessing by then your plan is to have someone to do that for you, right? Like,
yeah. To be fair, one of my sponsors has been wicked, Matt. He's like dealt with a lot of things for me, as in like my t-shirts. Like, rather than having to sell the t-shirts to people, they've all gone to him. Just little things here and there, Matt Kirby, that has been wicked and helped me out a lot. But yeah, you're right. The further you get into it, you to have someone selling the tickets for you.
But it's always, like you just said, it's the hardest part is always when you first start and you're getting that traction and you're introducing yourself to the bigger boxing world of things, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think once you got your foot on that ladder, it's going to become a little bit easier, and it's just getting on that ladder. Yeah.
What would you say like your aim is in the next 3 years for yourself?
3 years, Well, because I'm 29 now. It's like I ain't got time to really just fight loads of like low level like.
You want the elite fights?
I'm gonna jump in whatever really. Like I'll have a couple. The first 2, 3. Alright, fine. I'll
warm fight.
Yeah, but because I'm 29, I'm willing to just whatever. Leave it to my manager. But I'll fight anyone. I'll do whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Who would you say you ideally want to be fighting soon? Like that you're looking at in your division, you're thinking, I want a piece of him when the time's right.
No, I ain't no one really, because by the time them three fights have happened, the people that are like, say for example, like a Midlands title, they'll be gone on from there at that time. So we'll see. Like at the time when whoever's whatever. Do you know what I mean?
It makes sense to be fair, because with boxing, bouts change so often and quick. You are right. You can't really say.
No, they'll be as I'm moving. The people ahead of me are moving as well. So yeah.
We're going to move to the first segment of the show, Nico. So this is called Guess the Drink, sponsored by Snack Attack UK. Right, Nico, this contraption here is non-alcoholic, by the way, because obviously it's got a fight coming up. But it's a little potion from a drink. You need to basically guess the flavour. I don't think you'll get the brand. Yeah. But if you can guess what's in this, or name one ingredient, maybe a bit strong. You see his face. Totally thinking, what is this?
Orange. There's some orange in there, I think, but I don't know. I don't know what else. No, I don't know, man.
It is a mad one, to be fair. So the drink is Operate, and it's got lemon and yuzu. So yuzu, I believe, is grapefruit.
Oh, okay.
So it's got that. What else has it got in here? It's also got... Yeah, it's got loads of stuff. Green tea. There's just loads of tea. That's why, it's the green tea, vitamin B, your BCAAs as well, which obviously is good for performing athletes, etc., which they need. But yeah, shout out Operate for the drink and Snack Attack for providing it. I always guess the drink. But yeah, Nico, moving on. Like obviously we're talking about your fights come up and the preparations come and stuff. You know, one thing I'm always interested at, and I want to ask for the athletes as well, is the diet side of things. Like how hard is it for you to make sure you're eating the right amount of nutrients, the right amount of supplements, and to make sure you're not obviously eating in excess or undercutting it?
Yeah, that, to be fair, good point, because when you was asking about what's the hardest part as well, that's another thing. But again, when you're turning pro, it's good. You've got to have the right people around you, because if you went, then it would be a real struggle, man. It would be a proper struggle. But luckily enough, my strength and conditioning coach, Jamie, he set it all out for me. Do you know what I mean? So, without these people, you just get... I know, like, it's cliche. People say, oh, I couldn't do it without my sponsors. But you literally, like, you can't do it because it's that hard. There's that much stuff involved. But yeah, Jamie's been like perfect, man. He does my strength and conditioning, but he's done my diet for me as well. Jamie Horrocks.
Shout out Jamie.
Yeah, respect, man. He gives me the measurements, what food, the calories. I just train, jump on the scales, tell him what I'm weighing, and he does everything from there. And then again, the cooking. No, my mum does that for me. You know what I mean?
Shout out, mum's
like, I couldn't do it without her. I can't do it without the sponsors. Like it's a big team effort. Like I'm the one training and fighting, but everything behind it.
There's a whole like army behind you, more or less.
Yeah, and without it, it's a tough game. But yeah, my mum does all the weighing for me, the cooking, and yeah, that's it, man. But so I've been on like 1,200, 1,300 calories. Yeah, alongside training once, twice, at least once, sometimes twice a day. Yeah.
I see, doing that, like, if you were to tell me to do that, I wouldn't know what to start, man, so it's a good thing you got someone, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, neither would I, do you know what I mean? I just know how to fight and train, that's why you need these people with you.
No, it's true, because it's that infrastructure, like you said, that will help you obviously elevate to your next game.
Yeah.
So, do you know, like, another thing I'm interested in? You know, when it comes to weight cutting as well, obviously, I don't know if you find it difficult, but I know when I watch certain fighters, it was on about when it comes to weight cutting, it's the hardest part for them.
Yeah.
Would you say that's more to do with diet, or would you say that's just a general part of the actual life?
Well, for me, it's not. It hasn't been a problem because, like I said, whatever Jamie's done for me there with that diet, it's worked straight away. Like I've never. The only hard part about that would be like me sticking to it. Do you know what I mean? And that's on you. Do you know what I mean? If you don't stick to it, then it's hard. Like it's not going to work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to say no to like some nice stuff, but with me, if I'm not at the minute for this debut, like I'm not locked in. I don't even care. Do you know what I mean? Like it hasn't even bothered me not going out. Not like doesn't even. I look at chocolate crisps and that. I'm not even interested.
You're not thinking like, oh, I'll let a scran of that.
Nah, because I'm not locked in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't bothered me.
It's that tunnel vision. It's good to have as well. Leading up to this fight and that, like, have you thought about your opponent by any parts, or are you just literally just focusing on the game plan that you've made with your team and that's it?
Nah, I just focused on me really, because again with this sport as well, especially at this level, well, every level really, the opponent can change like
instantly.
Yeah, on the last day, 2 days, literally. So there's no, and then that can just send you off. So I just stick to what I'm good at, train at what I'm doing, and that's it. Keep it going from there.
You are right, to be fair, because even when Anthony Joshua's last fight with Hellenius, that was a last-minute replacement.
There you go.
And that can sometimes affect a fighter's game plan if you're just focused on one guy, right?
Yeah, if you're so locked into what the other person's gonna be doing, and then it changes, like it's gonna throw you off, and then your brain's scrambled. Don't get me wrong. I think like, especially at a higher level, if you're fighting 12 rounds, you should have a game plan for a set fighter.
Of course.
But the same way, I think it's more important to focus on just yourself.
No, it makes sense, man. And like, obviously, as yourself as a fighter, do you watch any like certain fighters and be like, oh, I admire the way he fights, or has anyone inspired you in a sense of like styles and stuff? Or
yeah, it was Mayweather. Obviously he's retired, but I like Gervonta Davies now.
Great southpaw, man.
Yeah, that's it really. Yeah. I used to love Linares as well. He's on the slide now, but yeah, no, that's it really.
Fair play, man. And like going forth now for this fight and stuff, obviously it's gonna be like the most important part. What I'm trying to say is, I think for a fight, the debut is the most important statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I feel like for yourself, it's just a thing of going out there, doing the job, and moving on straight to the next fight.
Yeah, it is. It is an important fight, but you know what? The way I'm looking at it is, I'm not putting too much pressure on it. I'm just looking at it like a normal fight, and I think that was a good thing with my age, because I think when I did sign when I was like 23, 24. I was putting it on such a pedestal. Like I think I would have got in there so nervous, and like it would have affected me. But literally, I'm a week out now. I haven't felt no nerves at all. Like I'm just looking at it like any other fight. Like don't get me wrong, I'm a bit more excited, and there's a lot more gone into it. But I'm not putting it on a pedestal. Do you know what I mean? Put more pressure on myself.
No, of course, you're just focused to just get the thing done. And no, that's good, man. That's really good. Yeah. Moving on now, we're going to move on to the next segment of the show. It's a little game we like to play. It's called
Top 5 Crepes.
So, Nico, like, what's your top 5 crepes in any order? Could be anything. Like your go-tos.
B22s, Dior's.
Yeah.
Jordan 1s. Air Force 1s.
Can't go wrong. White or black?
White. Summer or white, man. Fresh, clean. Night Reacts, gym.
You can't go wrong with them.
Can't go wrong, that's it.
With the B22s, are they stepping out shoes?
They are, but that's why I like them, because you can rock them with anything as well. Same way you could rock them with a tracksuit if you needed to. Yeah. But obviously they are more like going out, you know what I mean?
No, of course, man. That's actually a nice collection, you know, like I can't lie. Especially with the Air Force One whites, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Iced tea, icy shoes, all day. But yo, Nico, we want to wish you the best for your debut, bro, honestly. You know you're going to smash it. And before I let you go, there's a little care package that Operate and Snacks have provided for you. Just like a few drinks to get you through your last week of training camp.
Respect, thank you.
No worries at all,
Thanks, Snack Attack. Thanks, Operate. Respect.
Yeah, man, let us know how it goes. And, bro, wish you the best, man.
Nice one, bro. Thanks.
Been watching Wraith Talks. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow Nico. And, oh, yeah, before you sign off, Nico, is there anything you want to say to anyone? Anything now?
Actually, yeah, quick shout out to my sponsors. Hopefully I can remember them all. So, Onco, SES Limited Electrics, Mahoney Brickworks, Bear Vapes, Matt Kirby, Fiber Sports Memorabilia, RPG Promotions. There's one more, I think, but you're going to have to forgive me, man. Yeah, thank you.
And obviously your social apps as well, just so everyone knows where to find you.
Yeah, so Facebook, we've got Instagram, Nico Isaac, NICOISACC. Facebook, Nico Ogbeide, but you'll find it. Ogbeide spelt mad because I'm African, innit?
Come on.
That's it, that's all I got.
Nice one, Nico, man. Good luck, man. Catch you soon.